title of this is God will take care of his children. God will take care of his children. So when we reflect back, in 2020, it was people were buying, they were panic buying because of fear, of a shortage because of COVID, the pandemic. So I didn't panic shop. I didn't panic shop back in 2020, but God still provided and made sure I had what I needed. People are panic buying right now because of the strike. So again, people are fearing a shortage and for stuff to be higher because of the strike. So as believers, we trust God, right? So we don't want to live in fear. So if we're out there panic buying and we're out here buying 10, 20 packs of toilet paper and all this paper towel because we're fearing of a shortage, because we're fearing that we're going to run out, then that's really saying that we don't trust God. If we trust God, we have to trust God and know that he's going to take care of his children. It doesn't matter what the world is doing. It doesn't matter what the strike is doing. It doesn't matter. God is still in control. And just because the store runs out, his children will not run out. We will not lack anything. We will have everything that we need and more. So I just wanted to hop on here and I wanted to encourage you all to not fear. Do not fear. Do not operate as the world is doing. Just because the world is doing it and so many people are out here going, buying 20, 30 packs of this, don't do that unless God has instructed you to do that. But do not just do that out of your own will. Do not live in fear. God does not want us to live in fear. He does not want us to panic. He does not want us to panic. He does not want us to worry. He wants us to trust him. He wants us to trust him. A few days ago, I had got a text. It was like a text talking about, the strike is going on, and etc. And I was even talking to somebody on the phone like a couple days ago, and they were saying how they was about to do this and do this. But it's like, I'm not even worried. Like, I'm not even worried. I know 4 years ago, back in 2020, people were panic shopping. The world was going out and they was buying all this stuff. And even some believers, they were panic shopping, buying 10, 20 packs of this, of this. So then when you go to the store, like people like myself go to the store, then there's ain't nothing left on the shelf and stuff is out. But God still provided. He still provided. I may have to go to the store early in the morning. I may have to wait in the lines, long lines, just to get a pack of toilet paper. And then it was limited to one per person because the people that ruined it for everybody else because they were panic shopping. So not only when you panic shop, when you panic buy, not only is it saying, oh, I'm living in fear and I don't trust God to provide for me. I'm going to go buy 20 packs of toilet paper because I have a fear of a shortage, because I'm fearing this strike. I'm fearing. So I want to go do out what the world is doing. Not only is that saying that we're living in fear, we don't trust God, but it's also being selfish. It's also being selfish. When people go out and they're panic buying and they're buying all this stuff up until it ain't no more, they're being selfish as well because they're not considering other people. They're not considering other people. They're just thinking about themselves. And God doesn't want us to be selfish. God doesn't want us to operate like the world is operating. So many people out here right now are just buying and buying and buying and buying and buying because they're living in fear. They're not trusting God. They're not trusting God. They have a fear of a shortage. They have a fear of running out because of 4 years ago during the pandemic. People are living in fear right now. People are panic buying because of fear, because the spirit of fear. God does not want us to live in the spirit of fear. He wants us to be free of fear. He doesn't want us to be anxious of anything. It's okay to use wisdom. Go to the store, grab you a pack or two. But when you're going out and you're panic buying and you're buying all this stuff to last you for 6 months or more, then that's saying you do not trust God. That is saying that you do not trust God. God is going to take care of his children. God is going to provide for his children. It doesn't matter if the store runs out. It doesn't matter if the strike is going on. God is still in control. He's going to take care of his children. He's going to provide for us. He's going to make sure that we have everything that we need and more. So I just wanted to encourage you all to do not fear. Do not fear. Do not listen to what everyone is saying. Do not go out here panic buying unless God has told you to do that. But if God has not given you that instruction to panic shop, I encourage you to not panic shop, but to live in faith and know that God is going to take care of his children. Like his word says, never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging for bread. He's going to take care of his children. Last night I was writing in my journal, my prayer journal that I have, and I was just talking to God, about the strike and just praying for this world and praying for this nation and, asking God to help me not to worry, help me to be unbothered, to pray about it, but not to be worried about it. And tell me why when I went back, to my room, I had a missed call from one of my friends' mom. And it was like 10 something last night. And so it was almost 11 when I saw it. So I returned her call. She called, I called her back and, she was asking how I was doing because she had not heard from me in a while. And she was saying, the Holy Spirit, had told her to call me. And I was like, that was nobody but God. And I was like, I just thank God. And I mentioned it to her. I said, what do you think about this strike or something I said? She said, God gonna take care of us. God gonna take care of us. And I was like, I was literally just writing in my prayer journal. Like, literally, I was like, this is nobody but God. I was like, God, I thank you. I was like, I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even worried. I told her, I was like, 4 years ago during the pandemic, I did not panic shop. When people was going out buying all this stuff, 10, 20 packs of this, more than that, to try to last for a long time, I did not do that. I was one of those people that was going to the store early in the morning to get to the store before it opened, to stand in the line to get one pack of toilet paper or whatever it was. So I was able to get what I needed for that time, but I was not panic shopping. So when I was going to the store, I was getting what I needed. And I just thank God. God was still providing. Even when the store ran out, God still provided in other ways. Like He used people to bless me with toilet paper or whatever it is that I needed. So I'm just here to encourage you that you don't have to do what the world is doing right now. I know the world is out there doing this and doing that. They don't have no hope and they're living in fear. They're panic buying. And maybe you're tempted to do it because you're scared. When you go to the store, you see the shelves looking kind of bare and you like, maybe I should buy 10 packs. Maybe I should buy 20 packs. But don't do that. Unless God has given you that instruction, I encourage you to not do that, but to live in faith, to trust God, to know that He's going to provide for you, that He's going to take care of His children, that we will lack nothing. If the store runs out, the store runs out. We will not run out. We will not lack anything. We will not lack anything. God will take care of His own. God will take care of His children. So do not operate as the world is doing. Don't just do it because everybody else is doing it. You don't just do it because everybody else is doing it. It's okay to hear about it. It's okay to be concerned. It's okay to pray about it. But don't go out there living in fear, buying all this food, buying all this stuff because you're scared that, it's going to be a shortage, because God is in control. God is in control. He is in control. It doesn't matter what's going on in this world, in this nation. God is in control. He is in control. And God has the final say. He has the final say. We will lack nothing. We will lack nothing. So I just had to hop on here and I just want to encourage you all to trust God, to know that God is able to provide for you. That you don't have to go out here spending all your money on all this stuff right now because you're scared of a shortage. Don't dwell in the past. Don't live in the past how it was 4 years ago, because that's what is coming up to be the same thing right now. 4 years ago, people was out there panic shopping because they were fearing a shortage. And there was a shortage, but hey, I got what I needed. God provided. He made sure I got what I needed. If that means I had to wait in the line to get toilet paper, hey, it didn't matter. I got what I needed. And I was only able to get one pack at a time then because of the people that were panic buying. They, like I said, they messed it up for everybody. So then when people like myself went to the store to just get the normal pack, the normal that I need, it was like, oh, you only can buy one per person now because the way people had did it. But guess what? God is going to provide. He is our provider. He takes great care of our children. There's no reason for us to panic shop. So it's like saying, that we trust God to provide for us, but because of the strife in the world, we feel like we have to rush to the store and buy enough paper, towels, toilet paper, whatever for 6 to 12 months. Is that really trusting God? Just think about that. Is that really trusting God? Yes, prices may increase. But God owns everything, and He will take care of His children. Again, He will take care of His children. So we don't have to worry. It doesn't matter how much a pack of toilet paper costs, how much it will cost in the future. God is bigger, and He is able to provide. It doesn't matter what we can't afford because God owns it all. So don't worry. Don't worry about prices increasing. Don't worry about the strike. Don't worry about that. Pray for this world, pray for this nation, but don't be worried and living in fear by panic buying unless God has instructed you to do it. You want to be obedient. But if not, and you're just doing it out of fear, then that's not trusting God to provide for you. God got His children. We will not lack a thing. We will not lack a thing. So I just encourage you all to trust God. Trust God to provide for you. You know, it doesn't matter what this world is doing. It doesn't matter. God is still in control, and God still has the final say. And he takes great care of his children. He takes great care of his children. You know, I remember when I was at the store yesterday, and like I said, I normally get like a 20 pack of toilet paper. So that's my normal. There are people out here that are buying Lord knows how many packs of those. I normally get a 20 pack of toilet paper. That's my normal. But the 20 packs were gone. So I was like, okay. So I got two 12 packs, which is, like I said, still my normal, but it happened to be on sale. So I ended up spending less than what I had planned on spending anyway, I believe. So God is so good. I just got the two 12 packs, you know, since I couldn't get the 20 pack because they were out. But I didn't go getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And even when the paper towels, I got a 6 pack of paper towel. I didn't go get no big pack and or 10, 20 packs, because it's not like it's not okay to get a big pack, but it's like, why are you buying all the big packs? Are you getting one big pack, or are you getting 5, 10, 15, 20, 30? You know, is your cart piled up with all this stuff? Are you stocking up because of fear? Because for me, my normal is to go get a 20 pack once a month. That's my normal. You know, but for somebody that's not doing that, somebody that normally goes to the store and they may just get a 4 pack, and now all of a sudden you're like, ooh, let me buy a 36 pack. Ooh, let me buy 20 packs. Let me buy 20 packs. Let me get all this paper towel. Let me spend all this because I'm scared because of the strike. They striking and we may not have this and we may not have this. The devil is a liar. God will take care of his children. We will not lack nothing. We will not lack nothing. That's the thing. The enemy wants us to live in fear. He wants us to live in fear like it was 4 years ago when people was panic buying. The same thing they're doing right now. He wants us to live in fear. But God has not given us a spirit of fear. He has not given us a spirit of fear. He does not want us to walk around in fear. He wants us to trust him. He wants us to trust him. So yes, the world is striking. People going on strike. People buying up everything. You go to the store, you see stuff is gone. But hey, trust God. It's okay. Go to the store, get what you need. Get what you need. But like I said, don't panic shopping. Unless God has told you to stock up, unless God has told you to panic buy, do not panic buy. Like for me, I haven't got that instruction. Like I feel peace within my spirit that God is not telling me to do that. Like when I bought the 2 12 packs, I feel content with my 2 12 packs. Like my normal is a 20 pack, but since they was out of 20 packs, I got 2 12 packs. And I was thinking in my head, like, should I go get this, how many more packs? I'm like, no, that's not trusting God. I trust God that he's going to provide for me. He's going to provide for me. He's going to make sure that I have everything I need. So it's no reason for us to worry about anything. It's no reason for us to work. People out here that don't believe God, they're out here paying. A lot of them are panic shopping. They don't have hope. They don't believe God. Some of them don't even know God. You know, some of them don't even know Jesus. So they're out here scared. They're living in fear. They're panic shopping. So we have to pray. This is praying time. We have to pray for this world. We have to pray for this nation. We have to pray for the lost. We have to pray for those who don't know God. There are so many people out here that do not know Jesus. And when they do not know Jesus, that means they do not have hope. So they're out here living depressed. They're out here lost. They're out here panicking because of the things that's going on. But when we have Jesus, we have peace, and we know God is going to take care of us. So I pray that something I said has encouraged you all on this morning, and y'all have a beautiful, blessed Thursday. God bless all of you.